Hi, I'm Jaanai. I'm 17 years old and this is my Dream Quinceañera story. Ever since I was very little, for as long as I could remember, I've always wanted a quinceañera. My mom actually has a quinceañera boutique, so I've always looked up to other girls having their quinceañeras. I always looked forward to the day that I have my quinceañera. So leading up to my quinceañera, my mom actually didn't let me wear any makeup. She didn't even let me wax my eyebrows until I was like 14, and I got bullied for it all the time. So I was super excited leading up to my quinceañera because I was finally gonna be able to see myself full glam and in a quinceañera dress. My mom actually didn't let me model until I was 15 because she wanted the vision to come to life that day and she wanted it to be a surprise for everyone. A month after my quinceañera, I actually did the Miss CoverGirl pageant by Quinceañeras magazine and I won. So ever since then, I've been modeling quinceañeras and representing and doing photo shoots for Quinceañera magazine as well as Quinceañeras Jaanai. Right now, I'm modeling quinceañera dresses and modeling with academies just for fun. It's just a hobby. But in the future, I do want to be an entrepreneur and have a business of my own. Growing up and seeing my mom make other girls' dreams come true and seeing other girls come in here and try on dresses and being so happy with the outcome, that has always inspired me to have a business of my own here in the quinceañera industry. We were actually going to organize it a year in advance, but unfortunately my grandma passed away, so we put off my quinceañera. It was actually not something that our minds were on. I was actually extremely close to my grandma growing up. I'm a little bit emotional. It's emotional for me to talk about this because me, my mom, and my grandma used to she would talk about how she would dream of seeing me dressed as a quinceañera, and she wanted to be there the day of my quinceañera, and unfortunately that didn't happen. I would have loved for her to have been there, but I know she's watching me from above. The morning of my quince, I did think about my grandma while my mom was dressing me because I would have loved for her to have been there watching me. I imagined her there, but I try to stay positive so that it wouldn't get to me. I had 6 chambelanes. I actually only knew one of my chambelanes going into my quinceañera planning, but a couple months before my quinceañera, I decided to go to a quince, and I met one boy there, and then he was like, "Oh my God, we should be in your quinceañera," and I was like, "Oh my God, really?" I was like, "If you guys are down, I'd love to have you guys in my court." So they were strangers at first, but I got to know them throughout the court practices. I actually didn't have a main chambelan because I wanted to dance with each chambelan equally, and I felt that because I only had 6 chambelanes and no damas, it would look better. As we were going back to the venue from taking pictures, we stopped by to get a drink and we accidentally left without one of my chambelanes. We accidentally left him at the restaurant, and when we were on our way to the venue, he called us and he was like, "Oh my God, where are you guys?" We were like, "Wait, oh my God, we forgot Graham." So then we had to tell our driver to turn back around so we can go pick up my chambelan. The theme of my quinceañera was Princess Royalty. I wanted everything to be pink. I actually imagined my quinceañera dress to be like a blush light pink ever since I was like 10 years old. I always dreamt of walking down the stairs like Cinderella, like a princess, and I wanted to have that special moment for my grand entrance. One thing that I really loved about my venue was that there was flowers everywhere. There was flowers coming down the stairs, the flower walls, the base of my cake had the matching flowers as well. My centerpieces, my main table centerpiece, everything had flowers. So because my mom is in the quinceañera industry, she was super busy a couple months before my quince, actually planning other girls' quinceañeras and doing quinceañera expos, but we did not have enough time to plan my quinceañera. We actually only planned it in about 3 to 4 months. I was really involved in the planning. The good thing is that many of the vendors that we hired are friends of ours. Me and my mom are super extra, so I was very fortunate and super grateful that all the vendors that we wanted to work with were available for my quinceañera with such short notice. The majority of my guests were actually all family friends, and my mom let me invite all the friends that I wanted, so I basically had all of my school there. I had like 100 friends in total. Right before my waltz, I changed into my second dress, which had puffy sleeves, kind of like Princess Jasmine. I really loved this dress and I wanted to dance in this dress because I felt more comfortable in it and I felt like I could move my arms around and be more free. Going into the dances, I was extremely nervous because I'm not that good at dancing and I'm not that good at memorizing stuff. I was extremely nervous because I had never practiced doing the lifts with my chambelanes in the actual dress, and because I had a really long tail, so I was really afraid that they were going to step on it. When my chambelanes finally did the lift, I felt very confident. They did not step on my tail, and I was waving to the crowd, and I felt like a true princess. The truth that we can't do this anymore. Overall, I feel like the waltz went really well. I was super happy with the outcome. I only messed up about one time, and all my chambelanes did an amazing job. Right after the waltz, I went straight into my surprise dance, and I actually didn't change out of my quinceañera dress because I looked forward to my quinceañera for so long and I wanted to look like a quinceañera the entire night. I felt that I was only going to be able to wear the quinceañera dress that day, so I truly wanted to take advantage of it. For my surprise dance, I basically let my chambelanes do all the work because I couldn't move as much, I couldn't do flips, I couldn't do anything too exciting because I was in my big ball gown. My surprise dance was more hip hop and Mexican music, and those moves were super fast, and I am not a great dancer, so I was super nervous. Even though I was holding my chambelanes a little bit behind because I have 2 left feet, they were super supportive and they helped me along the way so that I could get the steps down. While I was changing into my third dress, I had my cousins perform a special dance for my guests. I'm super grateful that my mom actually has her own boutique and was able to make my dream of having to wear 3 dresses come true. I specifically chose to have a red dress because it's my second favorite color along with pink, and I wanted to wow the crowd. I knew that nobody would expect a third dress, and specifically not a red dress, because we didn't incorporate any red into the decorations. So that's why I decided to wear a red dress. For my father-daughter dance, I actually danced with my stepdad. My parents are divorced. My stepdad has actually raised me since I was about a year and a half. My biological father and I are extremely close, but he, for some reason, decided not to come. I think it was because he didn't want to make others uncomfortable, but I am still very grateful because I had that special moment with my stepdad, who has been in my life ever since the beginning and has always been there and supported me. So I basically did all the talking. I feel like I had never mentioned to him before like how much he meant to me. So while we were dancing, I was like telling him how like he's my dad because he's like raised me for so long and how much I love him. So in this moment, I feel like he truly felt like we were father and daughter.
Qué hermoso momento, el de un padre y una hija, un amor más puro que nos acaban de regalar.
My mom and I are extremely close. I tell her everything, and throughout the planning process, she helped the most with everything. She went with me up and down everywhere, and that's why day of I surprised her and I asked my MC to play a special song so that we can have a mother-daughter dance. Me and my mom were both crying because I'm her princess, she's my best friend, and we were just telling each other how much we love each other.
Qué hermoso momento, un aplauso para estas dos mujeres tan fuertes, tan hermosas.
Right after the mother and father-daughter dances, we all split into a family/friends dances, and I took advantage to dance with all of my chambelanes equally. At one point, I did think that like one of my chambelanes liked me, but we all friend-zoned each other and we're all still really good friends now. Even though I'm 17 and I still haven't had a boyfriend, but I was looking forward to being able to have a boyfriend when I turned 15, even though I didn't get one.
Hello. Ooh, this is low. Thank you so much for I can't talk. Like words are getting mixed up.
I was nervous about giving my speech because I had never talked on the microphone before. I remember actually my voice being extremely shaky, and after giving my speech, I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh my God, why did I do this?
Parents, I love you guys. Gracias por hacer muchos sacrificios para hacerme este día realidad.
Now looking back at my quinceañera video and at my speech, it is so cringy to me. Every time that my mom watches the movie, I make her skip that part because it's so embarrassing to me.
Salud.
After these speeches, we brought all of our family into the dance floor and we were all having a good time. When I saw that there was going to be a surprise performer, I was like, whoa, what's going on? Everybody was super excited and wondering if it was actually him. And to this day, I still don't know if it was the real Pitbull or not. So comment down below what you think. Even though we only planned my quinceañera in about 3 months and it was extremely stressful, I think that everything came out perfect and it was extremely worth it. I definitely had my dream quinceañera.
Take me there.
Thanks for watching my Dream Quince story. Make sure to subscribe. And if you want your quince featured, make sure to email quince@awesomenesstv.com. Bye!